Hey, I was asked a question the other day, am I true to myself? And it started provoking my thought because I realized being true to yourself is a lifelong practice that really requires commitment and recommitment, moment to moment, as we do life, as we grow, as we evolve as individuals. The answer to what is true for you always exists at the core of who you are. And I realize that most of the time we don't give ourselves an opportunity to be true to ourselves. But if you give yourself the space and time to listen to yourself, you'll realize that the reason that you're getting what you're getting is because you've allowed a lot of it. Have you ever heard this saying, people only do to you what you allow them to do? Well, that's because you and I set the standard. You determine what is acceptable and what is not acceptable. So to be true to yourself really takes courage. It requires you to be somewhat introspective. Are you following? Sincere, open-minded, as well as fair to yourself. We can be fair to others, but not fair to ourselves. It doesn't mean that you are inconsiderate or being disrespectful of others. It means just simply this, that you are not willing to allow others to define you or make decisions for you or to impress or push upon you their preferences and neglect what's good for yourself.
Number one job is to become more of yourself and to grow yourself into the best of yourself.
I want to shatter these expectations and belief systems right now in this video.
But like I always say, life is 10% what happens to you. It's 90% what you do about it.
Okay, I have another question for you. Do you know what you like and you don't like? And the answer to that is, we all know what we like and what we don't like. But why is it that we settle for so many things that we don't like? Do you know what you like and you don't like in a relationship? Again, we all know what we like and what we don't like in relationships. Again, I think we find ourselves settling. Again, not communicating our honest feelings to the other person in a way that is not hurtful, but just, again, being, honest with yourself with them. I always tell people, if you're not, the only way to be honest with someone else is being honest with yourself. And so, are you honest with yourself? Because if you're not honest with yourself, you can't be true to yourself. Here's another reason why I created this video, and that is to help someone else not rob themselves of being honest and true to themselves. Because I spent many years in different dynamics of my life, whether it was career, whether it was relationships, for the sake of wanting the best for someone else, I robbed myself from the best of certain things that I wanted and desired. And so I think the tragedy is not you allowing others to rob you of being true to yourself. And that ultimately is an excuse, because it's really not others who rob you of being true to yourself. It's you robbing yourself of being true to you.
Speaking your truth is the most powerful tool we all have.
To know your truth and express it authentically, you first need to develop a deep and trusting relationship with yourself. I have a question for you. Sometimes we can have a great relationship with God. We can have a great relationship even with others. But do you have a great relationship with yourself? I had come to realize I did not have a great relationship with myself. And so therefore, that's what prevented me from being true to myself. See, ultimately, this begins with awareness of your thoughts, awareness of your experiences, and what works and what doesn't work for you. It's okay to be honest with you and say, hey, you know what, that works for me. You know what, that doesn't work for me. And not be, not have this sense of fear that others are going to have a problem with you because of you being honest with yourself. When we start to be honest with ourselves, that is not only healthy for us, but I believe it's healthy for everybody around us.